We're filming today in Parliament, and then we're going to like an oldest fragrance shop. We're currently voting for who gets to go to next Fashion Week. Very important decisions to make.
There's even a chair behind me that nobody is allowed to sit on.
I've always wanted to bring my friends and colleagues to Serbia. There has to be a reason. Are you hungry? Yes. Okay, you're gonna have now burek. I had the best laser facial done in Belgrade. I'm happy to be in London. And then I was vlogging and there was these like 3 girls that looked like cool girls or mean girls or whatever you want to call them. They were laughing at me for vlogging on the street. I was telling you guys, I was talking a little bit about bullying. It's such a serious topic. First things first.
Don't press the red button.
Graphic noise.
Good morning from Belgrade, everybody. I hope you can see me and you can hear me. And as I promised in the last video, I'm here vlogging from Belgrade. I have to admit it is hard because this is my second day already that I'm here. And on the first day I vlogged 0. And you know why I vlogged 0? Because I spent the day with my friends and we were just like catching up and talking and laughing. But today I have my girl Annabelle behind the camera and she was like, when are you gonna start vlogging? So this video is kindly sponsored by Annabelle's managerial skills. We're gonna try, because we're doing many things today. We're currently having a team meeting and then we're gonna do lots of back-to-back things all day long, but we're gonna try our best to actually bring you around Belgrade a little bit as well. So let's get started. Today we are filming a little bit around Belgrade, and I wanted also to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes of everything that is going on at the shoot, you know. So as many of you know, I am filming a TV show currently in Belgrade where I'm showing Belgrade to lots of my foreign friends, colleagues, collaborators, teammates, you know, people abroad. Actually, what's funny is Stefan yesterday asked me when can he be in my TV show.
He could, no?
I honestly, genuinely think that he could, and I never thought about it.
It would be the best episode ever.
I just think he's so funny. You're gonna have like a sneak peek. We're filming today in Parliament, and then we're going to like an oldest fragrance shop. It's like a different kind of fragrance niche boutique maker, and we're gonna have ice cream and we're gonna have a beautiful day. Let me show you a bit of. What are your first impressions of Belgrade, Annabelle? Very green.
So nice. Apparently it's the heart of Balkan. I read at the airport.
Yeah, heart of the Balkan.
Heart of the Balkan.
Heart of the Balkan. Well, anyway,
Better weather than Milan.
Better weather than Milan for sure. So very happy to be here. He was like shocked that I'm gonna get it, you know. Dobra, da smo naručimo kafu za poneti, jel gore? Yes. Da. Upstairs. So good the coffee here. Hvala vam. One thing I have to say, coffee in Belgrade is really good. I honestly think there's so many cute hipster coffee shops. There are a lot of places that you can go to have a good coffee. Obviously, not everywhere coffee is good, but there are so many good coffee places because we drink a lot of coffee. But this is one of my favorites. It's like a chain. It's not really like niche or one-off, but I still love the taste of the coffee. It's so good. They have many different beans. They have lots of different like things going on, juices, and I really, really like it. So, wow. Okay, we arrived at
Lado.
Let's see, Annabelle. We're currently voting for who gets to go to next Fashion Week. Very important decisions to make. Okay? Yes, I will go up and I will speak. How does it feel in your prime minister era?
Good. I feel important. I feel needed. You know, but nothing new for me.
I know. Love it.
Don't press the red button.
Right now, we're here because I would like to present you my outfit of the day. Don't worry, I'm not going for a prime minister or anything like that. I'm sure many of you will be very happy to know. Here we got like a gray Kelly 25, my gray outfit for the National Assembly. I have to say it's very intimidating to stand here, even if people are not here. Imagine standing here and everybody's like waiting to hear what you have to say. I love this building. There's even a chair behind me that nobody is allowed to sit on. Are you excited for the ice cream, Annabelle? Me too.
We're still here. And we're definitely staying in fashion, right? Not changing profession anytime soon. We finished at Parliament. I'm actually starving. Are you hungry? Yes. Okay, you're gonna have now burek, I think, or pita. I'm not sure what it's gonna be like, but I know we have it because after here we're going for an ice cream. And it's gonna be a good ice cream. You're gonna like it. I'm actually very excited I'm bringing you to this ice cream place. Let's jump in the car. All this Parliament talk got me a little bit hungry.
This is gonna be so good. I have to be honest, I only eat burek from one place in Belgrade. It's like in Vračar. This one is so good.
Well, I started working this morning at 9:30. Now it's like 3 p.m. So how many hours is that? Like 5.5, more or less? But we have probably a few more hours to do, which is okay, if you ask me. It's just gotten really hot now, but I'm gonna change my outfit, so that's also good. Really beautiful day. Like you would not think it's like end of October in Belgrade. Very sunny, but I think it's gonna get dark quite soon. So many cute hipster cafes that we're gonna maybe show you, but we're now going for ice cream as if we didn't eat enough already. I once shot here, Annabelle, my Marie Claire cover. Yep. I just quickly wanted to bring you to one of my favorite ice cream places in Belgrade. It's called Crnovce, which means black sheep. And I've just had an ice cream. And then Annabelle said we never vlogged it, which is true, but I really love it so much. I had plasma, which is the biscuit, very famous biscuit. But there's also like, look at this, banana, lemon, honey, white chocolate with caramel, yogurt with chocolate, blackcurrant, peanut butter with chocolate covered pretzels. It's so good. I had raspberry and I had plasma and it was great. But now we gotta go to the next place. We're making our own perfume. It smells so good already outside. It's over 70 years old fragrance store and we can make your own fragrance. But what I really want to know, what is your favorite like fragrance note, Annabelle?
I really like when it's like light and airy and when you feel kind of like you're freshly showered, but the problem is it doesn't.
Clean girl, Pilates girly fragrance. Okay, I see. My favorite notes are like spicy notes. I like amber. I like patchouli. I like tonka bean. I like cardamom, cinnamon, this kind of vibes, but not too vanilla, not sweet, not candy, because also if I would wear a sweet fragrance, you know what Filippo would say, right? Actually, I don't know if I've shown you my second OOTD, but it is this last year's Miu Miu set. Black t-shirt, because it's actually really warm in Belgrade. These Miu Miu boots, I feel like I've worn these boots currently more than I wore them the whole last year. We are in the center of Belgrade. In fact, we are in front of Hotel Moscow. It's like quite a famous place for like also gathering, meeting up, etc. And the weather, the golden hour is so gorgeous. I love it. It's very busy, as you can see in the city center. There's always like so much going on, which is one thing that I love about Belgrade the most. I'm feeling a little bit tired because I had burek and then I had an ice cream. So I think I need a nap. I think we still have a few hours of work left, so never mind.
How does it feel to film a TV show back in Serbia? And how does it feel to bring all these people to your city and to your country?
I've always wanted to bring my friends and colleagues to Serbia, but as you can imagine, like, people don't always want to come. There has to be a reason, you know. It's very difficult to move people just for, you know, let's just go for a weekend, because everybody is so busy always, etc. But now this TV show is giving me such a great an excuse to say, hey guys, come and see, and I'll show you some cultural spots, and we're gonna do different things, which I think is really cool. Besides that, I feel, how do I feel? I'll tell you very honestly, I feel like I've learned a lot of things also about my country that I didn't even know before, because as I'm going, I'm also learning a lot of things. That's the first thing that I love. The second thing that I love is that I get to come to Belgrade a little bit more often than usually. And the third thing that I love is just kind of like meeting the people that I wouldn't normally meet, like a lot of kind of people who work in museums, people who work, like today we went to the perfume shop or ice cream shop. Like, you know, normally I would just meet them for like 1 second, but doing this show I get to meet a lot more people of Belgrade, and I would love to actually meet a lot more people of Serbia in general, not just the Belgrade.
What is your favorite Serbian tradition, and what do you say your culture is like different from other cultures?
The culture is very difficult to explain, because we have this like Serbian pride that I'm very proud of. This is the most Serbian thing I can tell you. We are very like tough people, I think. My favorite Serbian tradition is that every family has a saint that they celebrate. And for example, my family's saint is Saint John the Baptist. That's kind of like my favorite Serbian tradition, personally. Yeah, I think Serbia has a lot of things that people cannot even comprehend or imagine, actually, that people haven't spoken about before.
One other thing that you guys know about me and Belgrade is that I had the best laser facial done in Belgrade. I came here in January to do, I think it was called Pico laser. It was the best results that I've ever had when it comes to laser itself. I had these tiny little dots around the eyes where we've done the laser, but it's the laser that I've noticed the most the difference with. What is the laser that I do here called Pico?
Pico and Fraxel.
For the facial, for face.
Pico and Fraxel.
Fraxel?
Fraxel, yes.
Is the one I had in January, right?
Yeah, probably.
And then I had the little dots, like around the eyes. I had like little dots.
Oh, it was Fraxel.
Fraxel, I
Yeah.
love. That is the best laser I ever had anywhere. I love it so much, and it gave me so much clarity on the skin and tightness.
Yes, actually, it is completely for anti-aging. So just to reverse what is you, but 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So textures of the skin to be without irregularities,
Okay.
without some pigments,
Okay.
without a small wrinkles. So it's not like a toxin effect. No, It is only to be you, but 5 years ago.
I think it also helped me with pigmentation, but I have like here 2 pores that I wanna get rid of.
Now we'll do higher energy of Fraxel.
That's it. Okay. It's been a long day, you guys. Long day in Belgrade, and it's kind of come to the end. I mean, it's not kind of come to the end, it's come to the end. It's 11 p.m. I am actually gonna sleep in a sec because I have a 10 a.m. flight to catch. Actually, like a 10 a.m. flight is not that late for me, just because normally I catch a very early flight, usually whenever I'm in Belgrade. So like the Milan flight from Belgrade is at 7 a.m. 6:50 to be more precise, 6:50 guys. So I basically would like wake up at 4:30. So happy that tomorrow I can catch a 10 a.m. flight, because that makes huge difference. I'm actually heading to London, so I think the next video you guys are gonna watch is going to be mostly from London.
and I'm excited about that, you know. I was obviously enjoying this day today with Annabelle. Yesterday I had a different guest. So like you guys know, I've already told you by now, this is how the TV show that I'm filming in Serbia works. It's like a cultural program where I'm so privileged to bring my friends and show them my country, a bit of culture, a bit of history, a bit of food, a bit of fun times. I've had like quite a few guests already. I had Filippo, obviously, Annabelle, I had Ksenia Njurgen, I had Pelayo, I had the Stad guy, I had my friend Oksana, I had Camila Karil, my dear friend. A few, I don't want to like kind of spoil it all because some of them are still kind of like a surprise as well, which is always great. And I have quite a few still in pipeline. Many of you have asked me already, how can you watch it if you don't live in Serbia or if you don't have Blitz TV? The thing is, they are uploading on YouTube as well. And like I mentioned before, it's not all in Serbian, so you can also watch it with subtitles, because I would say 60% more, 70% of each show is actually in English, even more, I think. There's only like few voiceovers and the beginning and the ending that I would usually do in Serbian, but because I'm most of the time speaking to my guests, it's actually in English. So most of you can watch that as well. I will link it below so you guys can see it. But the point is that Annabelle was asking me today a lot of great questions about Serbia. And she asked me like, what's my favorite thing and what's my least favorite thing, okay? And I think it's like good and an honest thing to answer to. Like, it's okay to answer to a good and the bad thing. So I think we should start with the good. I think this is such a like underdog country. People like think, you know, like it's not like the first country that you want to visit on your travel list, but it's a country with like very, very warm, kind, welcoming people. Like you can get such great time here. And it's not going to be like you come and visit and you see like Venice or Florence or Rome or Paris or Madrid. It's not like there's a lot of rich architecture. There's a lot of brutalism as well that I think it's beautiful for architecture lovers. But it's not a city whose walls are beautiful. I think it's a city, if I'm talking about Belgrade or if I'm talking about Novi Sad, those are cities whose walls, well, Novi Sad is really beautiful, but it's also like where the soul is warm and the coffee is so good and the restaurants are amazing and people are kind. Obviously, there's a lot of cultural stuff to visit, but not everybody, like I don't want to be one of those people that pretends to be like snobby or too something for anything. I want this channel to be a safe space where we can be ourselves, and if you're not interested in history or culture or architecture, you don't have to be interested, it's okay. But I like to kind of mix the two worlds of where we can show a bit of culture and history and art in a more fun way, if that makes sense. And it brings me actually to the kind of most negative side of this country, these kind of places, which can be like, again, this sort of like prejudice. I probably experienced a lot of people prejudicing me in Serbia, especially in like art and culture and history, and people can be a little bit harsh in the way they approach, like they can be almost like aggressive. There's a lot of like prejudice, for example, towards like this job. I don't know, maybe it's like that in every country actually. Yesterday I was speaking to someone and we were talking about English, you know, because I was speaking to a Serbian person, and I was saying, you know, the only people who ever comment on my English or on other people's knowledge of their second language are Serbian people. Us as a nation, we're so proud of our language, and in general in Serbian, it's common practice to correct people when they speak in Serbian. So if they say something incorrectly, we will correct people. In English, for example, that is considered a little bit impolite unless you're genuinely trying to help someone, but it's considered like not really good manners, right? In Serbian, this is like normal. You correct people all the time how they speak, and you love to create this gap between showing that you're more educated and putting them in like a lower educated position comparing to yourself. And people love to do this in Serbia. So I was like in position quite a few times where people said to me here, like, oh, what does she know? She's an influencer, right? Actually to my face as well. And I was just thinking like, wow, I mean, the fact, obviously they wouldn't know that I have a master's in pharmacy diploma, and they don't really have to know that, and that's okay. But sometimes I feel like I want to make the world a better place. And actually this didn't only happen in my country, this can happen a lot, but I do encounter this a lot. So as much as we have this like super warm and super welcoming, sweet, social side as people, we also have a part of us where we try to prejudice people based on their look or their education or some sort of like cliche standards. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure if this is generally for every country. I would love to invite all of you to come and visit Serbia and Balkan countries where mentality and history and culture is so rich with and such onion layers of everything, I think. The food is incredible. I think our theater is spectacular. I really, really think that. There's just so much one place can offer, so much for children as well, so much for adults. My nephews, when they come here, they're constantly visiting different museums. There's a lot to see and unravel. So yeah, those are some good and some bad sides. I don't know why, and if it's just my experience or everybody else. I would love to hear more of your experiences as well, if you're from here or not. But it's a very funny thing how, in Serbia, I personally notice there's a lot of judgment, especially comparing to England, there's more judgment. There is similar level of judgment to Italy. I think probably Serbian and Italian mentality are very similar. But again, a lot less judgment in France comparing to here. You guys tell me what you think also if you know. But yeah, I for sure every time I'm not here miss the food here because it's the best food. Even when I'm in Italy, I still miss Serbian food because we have I think also a bit more variety. Anyway, so I'm gonna pack now and I will update you guys on everything in the morning because I definitely need to catch up on sleep. Dobro jutro. Welcome to London, you guys. Currently getting ready for an online meeting. In fact, I'm gonna be late if I don't hurry up. I am gonna spend the rest of the afternoon with you lot, but first things first, let's get this thing done and then I'll update you on everything in a second. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
So good, so lovely to see you. I need to get out to run a quick errand and I just applied my lip stain from Wonder Skin, guys. I love this product so much. Look.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Like, I can do whatever I want. I'm not wearing any makeup except from a little bit of road blush and the lip stain. And that is it. And this just makes a whole lot of difference because I am tired. I traveled. I got up very early in the morning, which is okay, but I had like a few very intense weeks. Now I'm gonna run that errand that I told you about. Need to make like a payment. And I'm gonna get a coffee, walk a little bit around London. It's looking so autumnal and so beautiful. Look at my view from the Savoy. It's so gorgeous. I got this little park in front of me, and then there's the riverbank over there. I'll bring you with me. So we go to maybe Blank Street Coffee. I literally just put this on. I'm gonna go grab a coffee, bring you guys with me, and for the lip stain, you guys know already the drill. You'll find it linked in the description box as always. Then I want to come back, have a nice shower, read the book that I'm reading currently on Kindle, which was recommended to me by my therapist, and that's that. We're gonna enjoy a nice evening. I might have to also show you some things that I got new in before we wrap this vlog up, because the next one is just gonna be London vlog. Let's see, still daylight, that's good. It's around 6 p.m. by buzzing. This one is closed. Let's see. It's been altogether 4 days since I worked out last time. No, 3 days since I worked out. And I have to say, I don't even know who I am, but I miss it. I completely miss going to Pilates. Unfortunately, the situation is such that now I'm traveling. I'm looking forward to now that I'm in London, I also I'm more familiar with the territory. You know what I mean? I know where to buy everything. I also want to get some new workout equipment, bits and bobs. Okay, here we are. Such a good matcha here as well. I mean, crossing the street, but trying not to get killed by looking in the wrong direction. Guys, I just saw the Krispy Kreme. I might need to have a Krispy Kreme. The vanilla matcha, very, very good. Do you know what? I think looking in London, okay, it's 6 p.m, so it's kind of like rush hour, but I think it's more lively than any other city, including New York. Obviously not like in the tourist zones, but we're just talking, you know, we're here on the Strand. But one thing that caught my eyes, you guys, I don't know if you can see it because the lights are not on yet, but the Christmas decorations are up. They're there, they're on. Is it visible? Look. This is kind of exciting / scary / premature a little bit maybe, I don't know. We're still not past Christmas, you know, so matcha's really good. I took a vanilla matcha because I was feeling like a donut, you know what I mean? So I felt a little bit like dessert. I want a chai tea latte, but I was like, let's have a matcha, because I was feeling also a little bit like I'm gonna fall asleep, and I don't want to fall asleep, because then tonight I'm not gonna be able to sleep. It's 6 p.m. So I have a ton of work to do, literally a ton of work, but I decided to have just a little walk around the Covent Garden. I haven't been here properly walking around in 2-3 years, I think. So it's just nice, you know. By the way, I have a new phone case. I really love it. I only got it randomly. Oh my god, the Covent Gardens also got Christmas lights. This reminds me a little bit of Vlogmas time. Just a little bit. Because, yeah, it's kind of giving those vibes. It's so lively. At the beginning of my career, I used to come for press days and events in Covent Garden. So that kind of has and always will have a special place in my heart. I also came here many times for work-related dinners. It's just honestly, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I feel you know how they used to say for New York, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere? I feel that way for London. That's just, there's so many people, there's so much going on. It's such a tough city, but it's a city that gives equal opportunities if you are willing to work really hard. That's my opinion, at least.
let's have a little walk through the actual market itself. I mean, also talking about meritocracy and like that whole like fairness in work, I don't think that should be taken for granted because unfortunately it's not like that everywhere, and that's a whole other topic that I'm very passionate about. This is just getting better and better by every sip. There are lots of beauty shops here, like The Ordinary, Chanel Beauty, you can see like Charlotte Tilbury, Guerlain. Yeah, lots going on here, as you can see. I think my first ever London Fashion Week vlog also has some components here in Covent Garden. I don't even remember what I did here, but I remember I took my time. There was something going on here, besides the fact that my first ever London Fashion Week that I attended took place in Somerset House, which is literally next door to the Savoy where I'm staying right now. Very nostalgic, as you guys can see. Oh my god, there's Glossier. I don't know if I can come in with matcha, but there's a Glossier store, and honestly, the Glossier fragrance is so good. I smelled it in New York when I was there for Fashion Week, and I really, really, really loved it. Glossier fragrance is so good, but the problem is that I was not patient enough to check out. I was with Cassie, we were catching up, we were talking about everything, so then I just ended up being like, it's okay, I'll get it online. I might still get it online. I was just like raving about London, like how amazing and how like open-minded and how this and how that. And then I was logging and there was these like 3 girls that looked like cool girls or mean girls or whatever you want to call them. And they were laughing at me for vlogging on the street. But they were probably like in their 20s, like early 20s. And I was like, never mind. But these things like happen, you know? But for me, I honestly couldn't care less because I've been through my phase of bullying already, I dealt with it. In early adolescence, I have been through it also. Right now, as Novak Djokovic would say, and I feel the same, you can't touch me. Guys, we're back home. That coffee was so good. I don't know why I have a sweet tooth, a bit, just a little bit, but there's some shortbread next to me and I want to try it. It's so good. I was telling you guys, I was talking a little bit about bullying. It's such a serious topic. Actually, Philippe and I, we both spoke about it. We both had experience with being bullied in school. And he thinks it really is actually, for us, it was such a like important core experience in life that really shaped us who we are. It is still quite a difficult topic in terms of, I could cry thinking about kids that are, not thinking about myself in the past, because I know I've been through it and I've dealt with it, but thinking about kids or young people, or it doesn't matter, old people that are going through it, it just breaks my heart and it makes me think that not everybody can kind of go out of it stronger, you know what I mean? It's so funny because like, I mean, I could really like talk about it a lot, I guess, but my high school bully, like the biggest bully, was like such a narcissistic person and someone that was actually pretending they are not a bully, you know what I mean, all along. And the interesting part is that actually now this person is like an HR in a company. And I'm like, you're literally a bully, the bully. Like, I'm sure if you've had any experience with being bullied, you know what it's like to deal with like a narcissistic person in that kind of age. I just wish I knew then what I know now. But anyway, on to the lighter topics. I wanted to show you what I got from the Chanel Coco Neige collection. It just arrived in my room, so let me get it. I genuinely think I need to start wrapping this vlog here, but first things first. I also genuinely do not know how I'm gonna be able to pack home, to go home, because I barely closed my luggage when I was coming here from Serbia, and I think I'm yet to receive some things that I've ordered, and genuinely I'm not gonna buy another suitcase because you guys, I have like 7 suitcases at home just because
I buy a new suitcase every time I cannot pack. Okay, not that much actually, because I haven't had a chance to see the collection fully in person, but I want to show you what I got. So first of all, I got these earmuffs. Actually, my ears get really, really, really cold in the winter, by the way. Is my head too big for this? And are there sizes in this? I think, guys, I have to return it. I think my head is... I know, it's fine, it's fine. I just think I have to wear it like this. Okay, very like classic earmuffs. I don't have a pair of earmuffs. I know this is a little bit ridiculous, but this is so cute for winter holidays. And just 2 knits. So I'll show you which ones I got. I got the ones that you can kind of wear under salopettes when skiing. This one has a hood, so it's like perfect for skiing and upper ski as well, but it's thin enough. It's kind of like, this is like a dark, dark, dark purple color. I don't know if you can see it. That's the thing number 1. 2, in fact. And the item number 3 is the same style, but different vibe. Actually, no hood. Black. Need to see how it's gonna look on. And it has like a Chanel logo here, but you can't really see it, which I also quite like. It's just like a classic knitted, thin, not too thick kind of knit. That's it. Okay, these items are not actually that thick, so that's great. And this I should travel in. Lol, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm not gonna travel in this. I think this video is now going to be a mix of everything. Chanel unboxing, talking about life, getting matcha in London, walking around Covent Garden, Belgrade filming of my TV show, final messages. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take me seriously with this. I will link below the YouTube link to my TV show if you want to see it. I am so proud of it, and also it's completely exceeded my expectations in terms of like how well it's doing, and the comments that I received from you guys are just one nicer than the other. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm also very, very proud to be actually working on a cultural program in Serbia, because I definitely think that our television needs more of that. And besides that, I'm happy to be in London. I love you lots, and I will see you in my next video from right here, okay? Love you. Bye, guys.